Hello, welcome to the Afrocentric Woman. Thank you for tuning in. I miss y'all. I don't know why I'm rocking to this hold music like this. Well, I guess it's not hold music, it's live music. Blame it on the Sauvignon Blanc. I hope that you're well and thriving wherever you find yourself in the world. I wanted to do a follow-up on the American Express video I did, I think back in April or May. If I can remember, I'll post the link to the first video, but I wanted to come back and give you an update to let you know how everything was going. Because I think when I recorded that video, I probably had the card for probably less than 2 or 3 weeks. So now I'm kind of getting into the swing of things and understanding the lay of the land, and it's pretty fun with the Amex Platinum card. But there are other, Amex cards available. That's the premium card and has certain benefits and offers within that card. So first of all, let me just make a correction for something I said in the first video. I said that you can book your tickets on Amex travel portal and cancel within 24 hours of the flight and get redeemed, but it's actually the reverse. It's 24 hours after booking the flight. It's refundable, but not up until 24 hours before the flight. Sorry. So that was my mistake. With me misunderstanding I just didn't remember fully the exact details. So I did want to make that correction. And then I'll kind of just walk through and let you know how things have been going for me. So I guess I'll start off on a not so good note, and then hopefully it will get better. But I'm having an issue with my welcome bonus. Amex had been stalking me online for months, always advertising this amazing offer, bonus welcome offer. And I finally decided to get it. Once I was approved for the card, they lowered the welcome bonus. So I'm currently disputing that with them right now. And I don't know how that's going to come out. I don't know if I will be victorious. I don't know, but I am going to try my best. So this is what I would suggest to you if you are going to apply for an Amex card. Take a screenshot of your offer. Okay, so if they're offering you something above the 100,000 welcome points, take a screenshot of it just for your own records. It would be lovely if we didn't have to do this, and I most certainly didn't think I needed to. They do have a reputation of being a dependable and reputable, honest company, but I'm really perturbed by that. The fact that I was offered one thing, but then once everything transferred through, I was offered something lower. So I'm going to keep fighting the good fight because I want all my coins, I want all my points, and that is what it is. So that is my advice to you, is to take a screenshot of that offer to make sure that whatever they're luring you in on is what they actually deliver. All right. So the other thing I want to move on to is the offers. So basically they have these rolling offers, that last different amounts of time with certain retailers. So with some of the offers, you get bonus points off of every point you spend. There are some offers that are kind of credits back. So if you spend this amount with this retailer, then you'll get $50 back. Or if you spend this amount with this retailer, you'll get 5% back. So it just depends. And the thing about these offers is that you kind of have to check them at least once a month. So they tend to roll out offers at the beginning of the month. So make sure, especially if you're about to make a large purchase, or if you need to buy something big, and it doesn't really matter what store you get it from. Let's say you need a treadmill, right? And it doesn't matter if you get it from Target or Dick's Sporting Good or wherever, it doesn't matter. You just need the treadmill. It's a pretty big purchase. Make sure you check those offers before you make that purchase, because you may be able to get bonus points for that particular purchase that you're making. And so, um, that's that. And I would say even before you do your everyday shopping too, because I kind of missed out on a couple of offers just by checking them late. So um, that's my advice on the offers. Now with the benefits, some of the benefits with the platinum card, like the gold has different benefits than the platinum, but there's some benefits on either the gold or the platinum that are kind of like use them or lose them. So you want to make sure that you use them before your credits run out, because it kind of helps you justify the cost of that annual fee by you getting used at all the benefits. So like for the month of May, I allowed my Uber credit, unfortunately, to expire because I didn't use it. So you get an Uber credit with both the gold card and the platinum card, but it expires at the end of the month. So you can use your credit to buy Uber Eats, or you could use that credit to take a ride if you need to take a ride. So for the past few months, I've used my credit to buy Uber Eats. And the other day, like last week, I was in the middle of working. Um, I was like really lost in a trance with working. And it's like, oh crap, it's time to eat. And it was just really great to be like, oh yeah, let me just go ahead and use my Uber credit and get something on the app. But the place was so close, I just ended up walking over there to pick it up because I kind of figured I probably needed to get some steps in anyway. So I saved myself the delivery fee and I just walked over to the shop and picked it up. So there's that. So some of the other benefits I think we talked about in my first video was the lounge access. They also have a digital credit, and so I'm finally taking advantage of that. So like last week, I think it was, my daughter and I we watched Encanto. So I downloaded I signed up for a Disney Plus account, and so your Amex will basically give you a credit for your Disney Plus. And you have a few different options. You can do Audible, you can do the New York Times, which I think I'm going to sign up for that too, just so that I can kind of take advantage of try to take advantage of more of the credit. So I think I'm going to do New York Times as well. So there's that. So you just want to kind of like make sure if you do get the card that you're taking advantage of the benefits that you've pretty much already paid for. And especially the ones that can help you live more comfortably. They have a Walmart Plus benefit, which is really great. You can get free delivery to your house, depending on where you live in the country. Sometimes they have really good delivery like time frames. Like you can get your groceries in like 4 hours or something, and that's not bad, especially if you procrastinate and you don't know what you're gonna make for dinner. You're like, oh my gosh, let me get this Walmart order in. So anyway, there's that. So with the lounges, when I told you in my video about the Las Vegas flued out situation, so with that situation, I was finally able to access one of the lounges in Vegas, and it was so nice. Like it was just like right on time. And I think if you really kind of calculate how much money you spend in the airport, it kind of can help you justify the cost of the card. Because like the food I ate was top notch. I would have probably, like if I would have sat down, let's say at a restaurant in the airport, I probably would have spent about $30, maybe $50 on that food. Yeah, maybe somewhere between 40 and 50 if you count the drinks and stuff like that. And then also the Wi-Fi, like how much does the Wi-Fi cost in the airport? So to have Wi-Fi, food, drinks, and stuff like that in the lounge, it helps your travel experience be so much more smooth, and it helps you justify the cost of the card. So make sure that you stop it. Try to plan to get to the airport a little bit early so that you can do the lounge. Now, most of the lounges are departure only, meaning they only admit you into the lounge 3 hours before your flight for the majority of the lounges. But some lounges are departure and arrival. We have a family vacation coming up this summer, and I checked the airport where we're going, and turns out they have a departure and arrival lounge. So that's really great. Like, you can go in there, kind of get freshened up before you go to the bag check, whatever. It's nice, you get to see, whoever else has access to the lounge. So maybe networking, maybe not, but just that's pretty cool. So, like I said, there's some lounges that are departure and arrival, but the majority of them are departure only. What else? Oh, business card. So I ended up opening up another Amex card. I also have the Amex business card. I hemmed and hawed about this for a while. I wasn't really sure I wanted to do it because I most certainly didn't want another pull on my credit. But I went ahead and did it just because I looked into it, and there's other things that I have going on that are going to be postponed. So it usually takes between 2 to 3 months for your credit score to recover from an inquiry. So I figured I'd just go ahead and do it. I don't need my credit in this exact moment. So I went ahead and got the business credit card. So they didn't actually do a hard pull on my credit for that business card because I already have a relationship with them and I'm in good standing on the platinum card. So they just did a soft pull for the business card, and I went ahead and got that, and I'm really glad I did. And I only wish that I would have done this sooner. I only wish I would have done all of this sooner. So if you have good money habits and you know how to manage credit cards and stuff like that, I would definitely encourage you to look into something like this, where the everyday things that you're spending on your business anyway, the expense side of everything is on the business, but the points go to me, the individual. So that's really great. And if you have employees or anybody that's using your card, all those points are still directed towards you. So that's working out really well. And it's also helping me build up my business credit. So that's a good addition to the team. There are a lot of people who do 3 different Amex cards. I'm not doing that right now. There's a lot of people that have a platinum card, a gold card, and one of the business cards, because they have several different business cards to choose from. But I'm not getting a gold card right now. I'm not about that life. One annual fee for me right now is enough based off of where I am financially. But I'll tell you why people choose to do the gold card and the platinum card. Some people choose to do the gold card and the platinum card because the gold card has certain spending categories that you earn more points. So like gas, they may have one on gas. They may have one on dining. I think they do have one on dining. So you might get like 5 points per dollar spent dining. And then I think they have one on groceries. So you'll get like 5 points for every dollar you spend on groceries. So don't quote me on that because I don't remember the benefits precisely on the gold card. I don't have the gold card, but it's something like that. Like there's a point multiplier for specific categories. So for people, some people use their Amex for bigger purchases and they use it for travel purchases and things like that, or if there's a specific offer for the platinum, but then for their everyday spending on gas, groceries, dining, they'll use their gold card, and then they'll use their Amex business card for business purposes. So for me, based on where I am financially right now, the business card was a no-brainer. Like, yes, that makes absolute total sense. I spend money every month on multiple things within my business. Why shouldn't I be earning points while I'm doing that? And then with the business, you get 2 points for every dollar you spend up to $50,000. So that's really good. So there's no welcome bonus. Oh no, actually there is a welcome bonus. I forgot about that. There's a welcome bonus with a lot of the business cards as well. Now that I'm thinking about it, I need to kind of like manage that. I need to like think about to make sure that I hit the amount of money that I need to spend. by when I need to spend it to get that welcome. I think it's like 10 or 20,000 points or something. I don't know, but it's not as massive as the platinum card, because the business card, a lot of the business cards don't have an annual fee. So the welcome offers are more modest. But still, I want all my coins and I want all my points. So I do need to, like, now that I'm talking out loud, I do need to remember to go review that to make sure my spending trends are on trend to get that welcome bonus by the time I need to. Okay. Now, I was kind of talking in my first video that I did a lot about the travel portal of Amex, and I've played around with it a lot. Like, I booked our tickets to go on this family vacation, and so I spent a lot of time in the Amex travel portal, attempting to book flights. And what I can tell you is that it was really trash. I do not like I don't like the way I just don't like it. I do not like the way they put it together. I just don't like it. It's not intuitive, and they don't give you a lot of options. They don't like it. There's no rhyme or reason to how these flights are being put together, and they're not necessarily the best prices. So I kind of found it more helpful to, like, look on Kayak and look on other sites to find the particular type, like the hours I needed, like nonstop, leaving from this place to go to this place, because it's kind of convoluted what we're doing. So I just chose to purchase multiple one-ways instead of stringing them all together so that I can pick the particular flights that I want. Then after I find the flight on a Kayak or some type of aggregator like that, then I go directly to the airline website to purchase the flight. So with that points multiplier on your travel, it doesn't matter whether you buy the flights on Amex travel portal or on the website, the airline website itself. So if I go to Kayak and let's say I see a JetBlue flight, or I see an Alaska Air flight, or whoever, I see a Virgin flight that I like, and I'm like, okay, that's a great price. Then all I need to do is go directly on JetBlue and book that flight for that 5-point multiplier. Okay. So, I don't know. I can't really, like, endorse the flight like that, because it was pretty trash. So I just gave up on that, and I just went directly to the airlines to purchase the tickets that I wanted, and I was able to get that going. Now the hotels weren't bad. There's a lot of hotels on the Amex travel portal. I think the hotel feature is way better than the flight feature. And the great thing about using the Amex travel portal for hotels is you get to use your hotel credit if you have the platinum card. So you can use that. Plus you get the 5 points multiplier as well. So I guess that's the big difference. Like, if let's say you find a Marriott property that you like and you want to book that, well, if you go directly to a Marriott's website, then you're not going to get that 5 points multiplier. If you book on Marriott, plus you won't get the 200 credit. But if you go on to Amex site and pick from a particular collection of hotels, then you do get to use your credit and you get that points multiplier. So for the hotels, I think it makes sense to use Amex travel portal. But like I said, I don't like the flight feature at all. Oh, it was very annoying and time consuming. Oh yeah, and then speaking of benefits, don't forget to apply for your Hilton Honors upgrade as well as your Marriott Gold Elite status. So all you need to do is very, very simple. All you need to do is link your Marriott account to your Amex account, and then link your Hilton account to your Amex account, and then it'll take a few minutes and they'll let you know if you get upgraded to the Elite status without the hotel stay requirement. Let's see what else I wanted to talk to y'all about. I will say that kind of like learning how to use the card, how to get the most benefits from the card has kind of taken me into a world of like points, the points world. There's like a whole travel points, credit card points side of YouTube. Like it's a whole thing. Okay. And there's blogs dedicated to this stuff. There's people who have like 1,000 cards or something. I don't know, just like totally dedicated to like points, maximizing points, this card, that card, and the third card. So some of the things, I don't have that much time, to like delve into it as in depth as some people do. But what I can tell you, what I've learned, just a cursory level of what I've learned, is that oftentimes it makes more sense to transfer your points from Amex to whatever you want to buy. So like, let's say you want to buy a flight, instead of going to Amex and buying it on Amex using your points, it's better off many times to transfer your points to whatever airline you want. Let's say Delta. Transfer those points to Delta and buy it on there. I did a little experiment just to see. I ran a particular ticket that I need, and I ran it on the Amex portal, and it was like, I think it said it was going to be like 100-something thousand points for these tickets. And then I went directly to the airline and I ran it over there, and I said using miles, and I think it told me like 60-something thousand miles. So in that instant, I would be better off transferring 60-something miles from Amex to that airline and then booking it directly on the airline. You see? So there's a whole world of points, and it really just depends on how much time you want to dedicate to learning the ropes of everything. But if you do have time and you think it would be beneficial to you, you could dedicate a little bit of time to kind of learning the ropes of what makes sense. There's also certain airlines that offer bonus transfers. So I think one of the companies is called something Davos, like British Davos. I think that might be like British Airways or one of those companies. A lot of times they'll offer like a 20 to 40% bonus. So for every so if you transfer 100,000 points over to this particular airline consortium, then you end up getting 140,000 miles, you see? So you could always check bonuses and see if there are any specials running to see where does it make sense to transfer your miles. Because sometimes, let's say you want to book domestic, but the particular flight that you want to book is let's say they're in the same realm as Air France. So you transfer your points to Air France in that consortium. But if the airline that you want that's domestic takes Air France, then you could still use the points. So again, like I said, there's this whole world of points and people who dedicate their whole life to finding every single loophole and cost saving and points multipliers. And so the world is your oyster if that interests you in any way. For at least for me, it opened my eyes just to kind of see okay, I need to book this ticket. I need to book this thing or that. And how can I get the most bang out of my buck? How can I stretch this the most? Again, justifying that $695 annual fee on the platinum card. You really do need to be, pop locking and dropping on all these benefits and offers. Okay. All right. So another thing that I'd never really knew, there's a couple of things that you could do to get more points or cash back. So there's this one company called Rakuten. I'll see if I can put it in the comment section of this video, but there's a company called Rakuten that you can go on and purchase things, and a lot of times they offer cash back to you. So not only would you be earning points, but you would also be getting cash back. So that's always an option. Another thing that you could do is download the extension on your browser of the airline that you prefer. So when you join Amex Platinum, they will ask you to select an airline of preference. This is going to be the airline that they provide you credits to. You get a $200 airline credit each year. So this credit can be used for Wi-Fi on the plane. It could be used, I hope that's right. Y'all, please don't hold me to these things specifically because I'm trying to remember if Wi-Fi is included. I know food and drink on the plane is included. A luggage fee is included. Change fees are included. So they call them airline incidentals. So you get a $200 credit for that. So, but you have to select an airline when you enroll into that particular benefit. So let's say you choose Delta and you're like, okay, Delta is going to be my airline of preference. So Sky Miles, which is Delta's frequent flyer program, has a e-shopping portal. So you can go onto the portal and you can shop whatever it is that you're going to buy anyway and earn miles, a certain amount of miles for, sometimes it's 1 mile per dollar spent. Sometimes you get multipliers and you get multiple miles per dollar spent. Well, if you're using your Amex, you're also getting a point for that as well. So it's kind of like points and miles. So you're making one purchase, but you're earning points and miles. So that's something to consider. There's also a program with fuel rewards. So you're filling up your tank anyway, where you can earn points. You can earn mileage points. There's also you can do cash back with the fuel program as well. So I will say this, like once you know like the airline of preference that you're going to be mainly using throughout the year, just do a generalized Google search and do, how can I earn miles on Delta? What are all the ways I can earn miles on Delta? Because you would be surprised. Sometimes it's like things off the wall. If you use Lyft, you can link your Delta Sky Miles account to your Lyft account. And so as you're taking rides around the city, you can be earning miles. So there's all kinds of stuff like that. Like once you really get into it and really prioritize traveling and just racking up points and miles, then you can just kind of like delve into that and see like where all you can go and how you can make every dollar you spend count. I think I saw somewhere or another they had like an Amex savings account or checking account or something, but I wasn't too interested in that one. I was looking at other ways. I was like, no, I don't know if that's for me. But that may be something that you might want to look into. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to come on here and give y'all a little update on how things have been going with Amex for me. And I would say they're going pretty good. You know, some good things, some not so good things, but mostly good things. Like I said, I only wish that I would have got all this started sooner, but I think I just have to tell myself that I think everything just happens in divine time. Like, you know, things happen whenever you're ready for them. So it is what it is. If you, I do have a referral code. If you would like to receive my American Express referral code, send me a message on Instagram and I'll send you my link. If you have any questions specific about my experience with the Platinum card that you might want to ask me privately, send them on Instagram and I will get back to you. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll talk soon. Peace and love.